Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the Utah Jazz. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. O'Neal is out there with Russell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Baylor in at the 2 spot. Allen for the 3. Knicks on offense. Leonard on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Baseline J on the way. Here's Russell. And Bill Russell slams it in.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Doncic kicks to Anthony. Allen outside. And it's off from three-point range. Giannis against Leonard. To the left wing. Now here's Paul. Here's Baylor. That one off the back iron and out.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Doncic against Baylor. Doncic kicks to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And both free throws good for Giannis. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Passes it to Paul. Outside Leonard. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Paul against Doncic. Pass to Giannis. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Paul passes to Leonard. Lets it go. New York, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That gives them the lead.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
Paul surveying the floor. O'Neal passes to Baylor. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Count that bucket.
I love how fast Paul makes these decisions. His basketball IQ is simply sensational.
To the middle. It's tipped. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Outside Leonard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
So for the Knicks, Olajuwon's checked in for Shaq, and Mullen subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And Allen launches it from deep. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Mullen with the ball. Fires away from outside. Rebounded by Howard.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Anthony. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Knicks. And Mullen gets it to go on the assist by Paul.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
To the inside, Howard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
One shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Shane Battier is checked in for Anthony. And it's Cooper in for Ray Allen. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. .158 left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 1.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
The pass to Cooper. Doncic outside. Pass to Cooper. Over Mullen. And it's Cooper missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Kuzi. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Doncic. Giannis inside. Russell's there. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Baylor against Battier. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Howard. The 3 for Doncic. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Worthy's checked in for the Jazz. Dumars comes in for Doncic. Utah leading. And here's Dumars. From deep, buries it from three-point range.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Mullen in at the shooting guard. And finished off by Worthy.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Paul. Leonard on the wing. Paul finds Leonard. Dumars against Paul. 6 on the shot clock, and that one drops.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Thursday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And that game against Memphis, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Pulls up, and it's Leonard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Paul, following the score by James Worthy. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Dumars the pass to Worthy. Allen outside. The three-pointer no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Battier with the steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Allen's shot is off.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
That's a 2 from Paul, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Worthy the pass to Dumars. Back to Worthy. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Dumars got 3 assists now in this one. Paul against Dumars. Paul passes to O'Neal. Camby with the block. Here's Dumars. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
New York calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
A different look for Utah. Jordan, he's checked in for Camby. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Ray Allen. And New York with a change here, too. Russell's checked in.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Passes to Jordan. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Shaq with some nice D. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Anthony. Russell inside. Worthy defending. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Anthony against Baylor. Anthony dishes to Battier. Got a piece of it. Out to Anthony. Another miss by Utah. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Rockets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
O'Neal hits them both.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Now, here's Dumars. 5 points in the game. Anthony, the pass to Dumars. It's good. Dumars got 7 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Paul kicks to Baylor. Inside. Puts it up from 12. O'Neal misses. Jazz leading by 3. Down low. Here's Dumars, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 8 points for him.
Once Shaq gets the ball there, it doesn't matter who's guarding it.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the Jazz with some changes. Howard comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Doncic is subbed in for Shane Battier. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Worthy. And Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Anthony looking it over. Outside Worthy. Outside Anthony. Back to Worthy. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Worthy's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Now Anthony. Over Baylor. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Utah out in front, leading by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game so far from Joe Dumars.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. You've got Luka Doncic. Antetokounmpo is out there with Anthony. Then there's Allen. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
O'Neal finds Paul. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The shot by Baylor, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Here's Paul. He has 5. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Doncic dishes to Carmelo. Out to the right wing. And so on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Baylor.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on that one.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Olajuwon's checked in for New York. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the New York Knicks. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. And he makes that one.
Oh, good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Russell against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Allen. Still yet to score. And here's Doncic from the arc. And so it's New York with it for the lead. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks. Paul's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Howard finds Anthony. Doncic outside. There's the 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
Antetokounmpo passes to Doncic. With the floater. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. For the Jazz, Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Howard. OG Anunoby comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Cooper in for Doncic. And New York with a change here, too. Mullins checked in for Baylor. So it's the Jazz now. They lead by 1. Knocks it loose. Paul passes to Olajuwon. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Camby. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
For Utah, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. He's off on the first. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Jazz. And he sinks the second. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
Giannis with it. 5 points in the game. And here's Camby. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his first basket.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Here's Kuzi. Rebound, Utah.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the Jazz call time here. Jordan's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shaq's checked in for New York. And there's the pass to Cooper. The Jazz working the ball around now. Ball against Bridges. Olajuwon kicks to O'Neal. To the wing right side. Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Cooper. Kuzi can't hit.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Here's Bridges. Jordan. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Kuzi can't hit.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon. Worthy's checked in for Utah. Dumars comes in for Cooper. Seven-second difference, shot and game clock. Right wing. Camby kicks to Dumars. 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Kuzi. Shoots over Dumars. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Jazz lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Baylor. O'Neal is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Mullen in at the point guard.
Aggressive move by Leonard. He's like a shark. The expression never changes, but the intent always there.
New York trailing. Outside Mullen. And the 3 ball is good.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Allen outside. Pulls it up. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Allen's got his first 2 points. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Doncic with the steal. Here's the 3. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got 8 rebounds in this game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals, and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
And that one misses. And the Jazz making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Russell, he's checked in for Olajuwon.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Howard, the pass to Doncic. Lobbed up there for Howard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the paint, Russell. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Baylor passes to O'Neal. That's another one for him, his fifth in just 7 shots.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Doncic kicks to Giannis. Anthony down low. Leonard's there. Anthony can't hit.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for New York. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard what Jerry Sloan talked to his team about. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Allen for the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And O'Neal is right there. O'Neal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Giannis kicks to Anthony. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. 5 to shoot. And here's Anthony for 3. Knicks with the rebound.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Many would say that's the smart play, sending Shaq to the line where he's, let's say, a little less deadly.
And so he hits both. Jazz trailed by 7. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Al Paul. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And we all know Allen is used to these pressure situations. When they need a basket, his team feels comfortable getting him the ball.
Anthony kicks to Howard. Doncic dishes to Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Russell.
Wow. Look at the extension Russell gets there. That comes from great positioning plus the quick jump with the wingspan.
Utah trailing here. Here's Giannis. Nice D from Russell.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. That puts them up by 5. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. And it's sent back by Russell. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Utah. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 5. 1:02 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shaq.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
That one drops for him.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Allen finds Doncic. Some solid D from Paul. And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
For 3, Bridges. That one doesn't go.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good.
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. All right, Grant, we're now in the middle of the season. Lots of miles traveled by everyone, including broadcasters. You got a favorite NBA city?
Hey, B.A., you are spot on, especially when it comes to us broadcasters. But a favorite NBA city? You know, I've always liked Atlanta.
Here's Havlicek. Pass to Price. Here's Arizon. There's the triple. Some solid defense from Jordan. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Here's Havlicek, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Arizon from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Here's Jordan. Adebayo grabs the board.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Arizon, pass to Price. 5 to shoot. Takes the three. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Out to the wing. Jokic against Adebayo. Here's Lucas. Soft touch off the glass.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Here's Arizon. Adebayo up top. Out to the right wing. From deep. A nice shot by Arizon.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the three-pointer goes. Jordan's got 5 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Smith. This one for three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. The Suns trailing. Knocks it loose. Here's the break.
This is where Bam goes to work, which in turn draws the D's attention.
And talking about Bam Adebayo, he's a guy that loves mixing it up on defense, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., and that is what turned himself into a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Bam's high activity is really contagious on this end.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Man, you know Bam Adebayo knows his role, doesn't play outside of himself, and he's a quality teammate too.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 3. Pass to Rose. There's the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The defense is in trouble because off the pick and roll, he uses his speed, He can knock down the shot, and he has a floater.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Price. 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Can't cash it in from close range.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Rose. He shoots. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's up for the challenge. Bam, battling on the interior.
Jones against Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he makes the first. Good on both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Jones in the post, covered by Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Suns. Their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up. A game and a half behind. 1:16 left now in the first quarter.
And this is so encouraging. When Jokic hustles on the defensive end, it's a big help to his teammates.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Johnson finds Rose. Back to Johnson. It's Edwards on the wing. He nails it, and we're tied.
Shortest but toughest triple on the floor. Edwards making it happen.
Here's Havlicek, guarded by Edwards. Havlicek's shot is off.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Billups, guarded by Rose. Billups' shot is off. Jokic against Adebayo. Rose outside. Back to Jokic. His first shot attempt. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Suns on top, up by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
The Suns leading. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Here's Smith. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Pass to Ewing. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Over to the wing. Here's Harrison. Oh, there's the alley.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. That's tipped. Here's the break. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
The Suns trailing. And the Suns call time here. And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure's real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Ewing passes to Jordan, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Free throw's good. Jordan. Reed's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Here's Harrison. Smith outside. 19-footer. Iverson with a rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
He got a piece of it. Tries again. Here's Ewing. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Price, the pass to Harrison. Outside Jones, from behind the arc. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Pass to Lucas. Poked loose. Here's Harrison, covered by Jordan. Harrison, pass to Price.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart. Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Reed. No points so far. They get it again. Smith. He can't get it to go. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Suns. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. With the fadeaway. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Lucas has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Harrison. Got a piece of it. Here's Iverson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Arizin, pass to Price. Here's Arizin. Out left to the wing. Pass to Havlicek. 6 to shoot. That one doesn't drop. Out to the right wing. Here's Iverson. Here's Lucas. And here's Edwards. Beyond the arc. Here's Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Here's Arizin, covered by Johnson. Arizin, pass to Reed, to the left wing. Here's Price. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And a battle of the bigs tonight, Grant. Something we're seeing a little more of lately.
And you know this league is a copycat league, and right now the trend is about teams looking for size and skill. Big guys who can pretty much do everything. That's the thing about the NBA. It's always adapting and always evolving.
Price, the pass to Smith. And that one drops.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Jordan goes in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Here's Price. Pulls it from the top of the key. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a three-point game. Up top, Edwards. Jokic finds Edwards. Here's Iverson. Pass to Lucas. Here's Jokic.
Versatile defender. Bam has the quickness to stay in front of ball handlers and the beef to stand up guys in the post.
And talking about Bam Adebayo, he's a guy that loves mixing it up on defense, Smitty.
Yes, BA, and that is what turned himself into a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Bam's high activity is really contagious on this end.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Iverson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Iverson's got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Havlicek passes to Smith to the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Price. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Adebayo against Jokic. Lucas can't get it to go.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Here's Harrison. They grab their own miss. Smith no good.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
That one goes. Count it.
An outstanding first quarter from the field. Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Price, the pass to Havlicek. Here's Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the target from 18 feet.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Iverson. From 13. Smith with the rebound.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Pass to Havlicek. Second chance effort. Here's Adebayo. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Jokic against Smith. Iverson passes to Edwards. Tipped away. Smith with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Price. Still no points. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. That shot wide open.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Phoenix. And the Suns call time here. And remember, Grant, tonight is game 2 of this 2-game regular season series. How do you like these?
You know, I love them. I mean, they're really interesting. The NBA significantly increased playing the same team in back-to-back games a couple years ago. Of course, it limits travel, but it makes for great games, almost like a mini playoff series of sorts.
Here's Ewing. Pass to Rose. It's tipped. Here's Billups. Covered by Jordan. Down low. Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The first free throw is good. And it's tied up with that one. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter. Now here's Rose. He's closely guarded. Here's Lucas. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Reed inside. Pass to Billups. Smith with it. Gets an open look and hits it. Smith's got 6.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Billups. Now here's Smith. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Reed. And the layup is good.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Now Rose to the inside. And Ewing gets it to go.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
On the court right now for the Suns. They've got Jalen Brunson. Also Johnson out there. Anthony Edwards out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Ewing in at the 4. Here's Johnson. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Havlicek, inside. And yep, it's good.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
The Suns trailing. Brunson passes to Edwards. Open shot from Brunson, and he buries his first look.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Pass to Smith. Now Jones, covered by Johnson. Here's Havlicek. Jacks up a 3. Counted from distance. Havlicek's got 6 points.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Phoenix calls timeout. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at Phoenix. Their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up. And they're right behind them, trying to overtake them if they can. Pass to Ewing. Six to shoot. Here's Iverson, defended by Jones. Denied by Adebayo.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block.
Here's Havlicek. Brunson defending. Havlicek passes to Adebayo. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, the saying is defense wins championships, but in this day and age, don't you need both?
No question, B.A., you definitely do. I mean, we've seen plenty of great defenses flame out in the playoffs because they couldn't put up points. Defense alone isn't enough. You need a balance of both.
Jokic passes to Ewing. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Price. Pass to Reed. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, last year the NBA created a new award. It's called the Clutch Player of the Year. It's named the Jerry West Trophy. And West said there are few greater thrills than coming through for your teammates and fans when they need it the most. This new trophy will be awarded to the player who best delivers in those moments. Brian?
Yeah, that's a nice addition there, Allie. Thank you.
With his skill set, Jokic draws a lot of fouls. Defenders have to watch out for the pass or the shot. It's a constant guessing game.
Phoenix making some changes. Jordan's checked in for Anthony Edwards, and Rose is subbed in for Brunson. Here's Adebayo, who poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Nikola Jokic.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Price, the pass to Havlicek.
A tough, hard-nosed guy. That's great defense by Derrick Rose.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Ewing. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Jones, the pass to Price. Here's Havlicek, covered by Jordan. 5 to shoot. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. So it's the home team now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Jordan with the bucket. Here's Price, guarded by Rose. Price, the pass to Havlicek. Drops in the 3. Havlicek's got 6 in the quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Rose, the pass to Jordan. .119 left to play in the first half. Count the basket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Arizin, pass to Price. Here's Arizin. Pass to Price. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And there's a 3-second violation. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Monday, they'll host the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
The Suns trailing. Iverson passes to Jordan. Snatched away. Here's Price. No good that time. Good D by Rose. And Rose has got the ball here for the Suns. Jordan with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Here's Harrison. Driving in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he drops the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And he lobs it up top. And here's the fast break. And finished off by Adebayo.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
And the first half now in the books. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Ball movement was a real factor for them in offense. They played unselfishly with patience. The guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And, Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Right now, this game is being won and lost on the glass. When another team is out muscling you, sometimes you have to run more guys to the backcourt. Quantity can match quality if you can also be aggressive going after the basketball.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Price. Yet to see a basket. Puts it up from the high post. Phoenix grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And for Phoenix. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Here's Harrison. Some solid defense from Jordan.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And for the Suns, Jokic, and he lays it up and in.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Here's Harrison, covered by Jordan, the 17-footer. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw, no good. So it comes up empty at the line. Oh, it's stolen away. Adebayo in the post. Here's Havlicek, covered by Jokic. Here's Price. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. The Suns clear it.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Good on the shot. Jokic has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Timeout. Start it.
Here's Price. No points yet. Smith outside. From deep. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's Edwards. Misses off the left iron.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
The 3. They get it back. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jokic.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Suns. And Jokic drops them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Price, the pass to Smith. Here's Harrison. Outside Jones to get back on track. Here's Reed. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Lucas has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Jokic. From downtown. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Edwards got 6.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Price can't get it to go.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Timeout.
Edwards has gotten his third basket of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets. Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Arizin, guarded by Edwards. A nice shot by Arizin. He has 6.
And a basket there really helps to stop the bleeding.
Now here's Brunson. The D's right on him. Left side, Johnson. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Arizin pulls it in. Brunson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Billups. To the paint. Here's Arizin. And the layup falls. Arizin's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jokic muscles it down.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Here's Billups. Brunson defending. And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got his second basket on the night.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Now here's Brunson, guarded closely. Banging his way through, Jalen Brunson.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Pass to Arizin. Over Edwards. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Arizin's got 10 points.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And here's Jokic. Edwards for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Back to Jones. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Adebayo. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Bam is a pro at absorbing contact, especially when he's locked in on scoring.
Edwards for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 4. And 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan. Here's Jokic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. And for the Suns, we've got Anthony Edwards. Nikola Jokic is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Shoots off the step back. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And Rose has got the ball here for the Suns. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. For three, Adebayo grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns making a change here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Frank Vogel had some advice for his team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Edwards. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Wow, what a move from Edwards. He's fantastic at creating for himself.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Brunson is checked in for Anthony Edwards. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Price, the pass to Arizin. Pass to Price. The Suns clear it.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Iverson. And the jumper from the wing offline.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Havlicek. Fires the 3. The Suns trailing. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Iverson. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Oh, nice shot by Havlicek.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
To the middle. And there's Jordan on the assist from Brunson.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Havlicek, covered by Jordan. Havlicek's shot is off. And it's Phoenix's ball. Trailing by 5. Pass to Jokic. Here's Iverson. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, if they've been saving one of their favorite plays, now is the time to use it.
Here's Price. And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. To the paint. Here's Lucas. No luck on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. From 12 feet. Adebayo, no good.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Great D that time from Jokic. Adebayo's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's Jordan. Can't hit from in close.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Iverson. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
You know, it's just a case where you just have to go up strong and live with the results. Nice job.
Inside. Here's Smith. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Anthony Edwards has checked in for Jalen Brunson.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're losing by 6. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what do you think?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Jordan. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. Adebayo grabs the board. And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Man, you know, Bam Adebayo knows his role, doesn't play outside of himself, and he's a quality teammate, too.
And here's Brunson from the arc. No good there. Here's Billups, covered by Jordan. Here's Billups. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Bam.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Day24 Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the New York Knicks. So with Harden on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Durant is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Mourning. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Frazier.
And one of the very best in our league at getting to the line. Walt Frazier just has that great change of pace and aggressive nature. Always playing, though, under control.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Leonard. Russell dishes to O'Neal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Many would say that's the smart play, sending Shaq to the line where he's, let's say, a little less deadly.
O'Neal hits them both. And here's Los Angeles. Now here's Hardaway. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for New York. Outside Baylor. All up top, guarded by Hardaway. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, to a good point guard, running the pick and roll in the NBA is second nature. Chris Paul's been doing this a long, long time.
That one goes. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Leonard. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by KD. Baylor against Hardaway. Durant the pass to Nowitzki. High post try. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Don't you just love the pump fake from Nowitzki? So skilled at drawing his man into the air.
And New York making a change here. Olajuwon's checked in. And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Paul for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Paul's got 5 now.
You've always got to be mindful of Chris Paul beyond the arc. He's built a career being consistent.
A floater. A shot by Frazier, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here is Frazier, following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Frazier with it. Driving to the basket. Elgin Baylor with the rebound. Paul passes to Olajuwon. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Outside Hardaway. Frazier against Paul. Basket, good. He's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Baylor, and again it's New York.
Timeout. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. Mullins checked in for New York. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. To the middle, and stolen by Olajuwon. And Elgin Baylor, the bucket on the assist by Shaq.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Harden against Mullen. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 7 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Drexler throws it down hard.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's just passing.
Paul surveying the floor. Elgin Baylor on the wing. .114 left to play in the first quarter. Count that one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here is Kirilenko. Still yet to score. Daniels kicks to Drexler. And Baylor with the block. The pass to Paul. Over Irving. The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3-level.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Baylor passes to O'Neal. No good from Baylor.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Second chance shot. Good work defensively by Paul. Here's Mullen. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Russell is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kuzi in at the 1 spot. Here's O'Neal, and he uses the glass on the layup. O'Neal's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Hardaway with it. Leonard picks him up. Durant, the pass to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Durant down low. Defended by Mullen. Count it.
There's such a calm about Kevin Durant, even under duress of the shot clock. My goodness gracious, this man is tough to rattle.
Here's Mullen, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And here's Frazier. He has 6. KD dishes to Frazier. And there it is for him. Frazier's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Well, once upon a time, Kevin Durant said he was tired of being second. Now, some thought he was chasing clout, but he clarified it, saying, I just lost in the finals. It wasn't about I want to be the best ever. I don't care about that. I want to wake up every day and do what I do. If we win, I know that comes with me being the best that I can be. Kevin?
David, I love the fact he is focused on the process. And thank you for giving us that report. Here's Kuzi from outside off the mark. Lakers trailed by 5. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Oh, Russell in position. Nowitzki with the steal. 3-on-3. Durant kicks to Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Olajuwon's checked in for Shaq. McAdoo is checked in for the Lakers. Westbrook comes in for Kevin Durant. New York leading by 3. Outside Leonard takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside Hardaway. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. Ooh, how about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
The Knicks making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Clyde Drexler's checked in for the Lakers. James Harden comes in for Frazier. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
From the wing, Drexler, no good. Drexler's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Paul. Down low, here's Olajuwon. And they'll get another chance. Russell kicks to Mullen. Now Baylor down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's going to be on James Harden. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
That free throw, no good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Daniels comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Kirilenko's subbed in for McAdoo. And he nails the third. 1:43 left in the first half. Harden inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
From 13, and he hits the jump shot. Baylor's got his third bucket of the night.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Now here's Baylor. Harden missing his last shot. Passes it to Paul. Pass to Olajuwon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Lakers making a change here. Irving's checked in. And it's Drexler with the ball for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. To the inside. It's stolen by Olajuwon. And a fast break now for New York. And Bill Russell slams it in.
And you gotta like how Mullen looks for his open teammates, always trying to make guys better.
Harden the pass to Irving. Over Paul. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now the pass to Mullen. Paul outside. Top of the key. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Chris Paul is as skilled as any player who's played the point guard position. His fundamentals are on point.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Irving against Paul. Pass to Daniels. They could use a bucket. The shot, no good. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. You're in New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And Kenny, how about what you saw from the Lakers?
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we've seen so far from Walt Frazier.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So with Irving on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Frazier. Durant is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Mourning in at the center.
And that's his signature. Mourning, a fantastic defender, phenomenal at using those long arms to reject shots.
They get it back.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And it's sent back by KD. To the paint. And Frazier with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. Frazier's got 12 in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For New York, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Frazier kicks to Durant. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
The Knicks leading by 7. Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Baylor. Russell inside. He's working on Nowitzki. O'Neal. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. outside Baylor. There's the triple. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Is there anybody better than Chris Paul at putting the ball on time and on target?
Passes it to Morning. Frazier outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Frazier against Paul. Knocks it loose. Here's KD. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Hardaway. The layup missed.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Trying to get open is Shaq. No good from Baylor.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Leonard. And it's Morning with the rebound.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Back to Durant. Six to shoot. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by KD. And it's Paul penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got 10 points in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Kirilenko the pass to Irving. Drexler outside. The pass to Kirilenko. Just 5 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Drexler. Now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Kuzi. Scoreless thus far. Mullen passes to Kuzi. Outside Kirilenko. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Russell. And that one's good, Irving.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Oh, Russell in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Harden looking it over. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Great scorers in the history of the NBA can make contested shots. Mr. Harden, how you feeling today?
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Lakers And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Olajuwon is out there with Baylor. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Mullen in at the 2 spot.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
With some arc, it's blocked by Shaq. And he recovers it. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Paul. Inside. Here's Olajuwon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Olajuwon's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Morning kicks to KD. Clock at 4. It's blocked by Shaq. They get it back. Morning's shot is good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Baylor. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Paul passes to Mullen. O'Neal misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Passes to Mullen. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Baylor dishes to Mullen. Pass to O'Neal. Over Morning. That one off the back iron and out.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the pass to Baylor. And Baylor throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the Lakers call time here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he talked with the team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Puts it up from 12, and it's Mullen that time on the assist by Baylor. And that ties it up.
And love watching Mullen shoot the ball. A terrific scorer, especially from the mid-range.
Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Paul. He feeds it to Baylor. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mullen. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 5 rebounds tonight. Frazier right side. Pass to Morning. That shot is off. Shaq with some nice D. Mullen kicks to Paul. Olajuwon on the wing. Over Nowitzki. O'Neal. And O'Neal is right there. And the Knicks lead by 2.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
To the middle. To end the cold streak. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
We have gotten used to this kind of dominance from Shaq. He just knows how to take over games.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 1:16 left in the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Shaq.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Russell comes in for Olajuwon. And it's Leonard in for Mullen.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays? Shaq on attack.
To the inside. O'Neal with the steal. Outside Baylor. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Paul outside. And so it's the Knicks with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
Here we go.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And the starting group for the Celtics. And it's Wade in a shooting guard. Well, Grant, we're now basically at the halfway point of the regular season, with each game gaining more importance as time goes on.
I mean, that's it. We are at that time where the playoff picture becomes clear and teams are hungry for wins. So, you know, they know at this point of the season, every game matters. So you got to love how competitive things are right now.
And so he hits both. And for the Celtics, Grant, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. Get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Arizon. A shot from the high post. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. To the inside. Robertson. Count it.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Price. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Here's Robertson. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Price. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Price can't get it to go.
Gotta appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Wade. From 18 feet away. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Pass to Price. And he drives in. Doesn't go that time.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And stolen by Adebayo. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Price, the pass to Arizon. Here's Price. Clock at 6. Fires, high post. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Down low. Here's Garnett. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And the Celtics making a change here. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at Boston. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. 3.5 games behind. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Havlicek. Launches a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The three is up. Smith with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Billups. .157 left in the first quarter of the game. He shoots. And he gets the jumper to drop.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Pierce. Got a piece of it. Here's McHale, covered by Smith. With the fadeaway. McHale, no good. Here's Billups. And it's rejected. Here's Maravich. No points so far. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Havlicek. Smith outside. Here's Billups. 5 on the clock. From the high post. Got it. Billups has gotten his second bucket of the game.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Maravich, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Billups. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. And he lobs it up, and he dunks it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Maravich. No made baskets yet. 4 seconds left. Can't get it to drop. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for Boston. And it's Garnett in at the 4. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Price. Here's Harrison. Four on the clock. Out to the right wing. Pulls it. They get it again.
Oh, man.
Oh! And that one is stuffed right through.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Garnett. Money from the wing. Garnett's got 6. Well, Brent, since you retired at 09, the game has really changed. What's your favorite part of how basketball is played now?
Yeah, BA, I think it's just the amount of skill and freedom that really coaches have allowed guys to play with. There's so much skill on the floor at every position, and it's a read and react offense. So the smarter you are, the more that you can process, and the quicker that you can do that, you can get advantage every time. And when you start to see those teams flow, it starts to become something really special. It's always been about shooting. Maybe the league forgot about it for a couple years.
No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Robertson, he got a piece of it. Here's Price. 18 feet out. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Outside Irving. From deep. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Jones. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Garnett. It's blocked. Here's Harrison. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Garnett passes to Wade. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 8.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's Price. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Harrison. From the top of the key, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And he's going for the lob. Wade misses.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Price gets the bucket.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Here's Wade. Still without a bucket. Pass to Robertson. Shots blocked. Inside. Here's Adebayo. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Boston trailing. And more, Bam Adebayo loves to go with his mid-range shot.
Yeah, he feels like it's getting to that automatic stage when he's at those elbows with that high-arcing soft touch that he has, and that high release makes it really tough to stop. Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Now here's Jones. And he gets that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
1:35 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Garnett. Here's Wade. The 17-footer. Garnett no good. And here's Jones. Here's Adebayo. The shot off that time. On the wing, Wade, defended by Jones.
And even though Dwayne Wade is a little older now, it does not stop him from getting up like that one. Sick jam.
There's 53 seconds left in the second period. And Adebayo slams it in.
And Bam with great hands there to leap up and time that one.
And they turn it over. Stepped on the line that time. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Bam Adebayo.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
To the inside, pass to Reed. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Garnett. From 7 feet. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Billups. Goes back up with 4 on the clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up 11. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They've made every possession count by limiting the mistakes. Very disciplined about protecting the ball and making the right play. If they keep this up, the lead should be safe. But don't get cocky and lose just because you're ahead.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
A combination of poor shooting and poor shot selection. That's what my take was. They need to be more patient, run the offense all the way through, and let everyone touch the ball. Otherwise, they're playing into the other team's hands.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Havlicek. Pass to Smith. The rebound, Celtics. Garnett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. Wade, that's good.
And we know Dwayne does not take many shots from the outside, but he really knows how to pick his spots.
Here's Havlicek. It's good from the top of the key. Havlicek's got 5.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The 15-footer is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket on the night.
Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Here's Garnett. Again, Boston.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one right now. 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Pass to Price. Here's Harrison. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Irving. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Price gets the bucket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And so it's Boston with it. Trailing by 10. And Boston calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the modern NBA game is very perimeter-oriented, and big man Ivica Zubac was talking about it. He said, quote, they want to push it. There's a lot of space for guys to work. The talent in the league is incredible right now, and the NBA wants this to be an offensive game, so it is what it is. Brian, the old-school big man, must adapt or else.
Yeah, the game has changed so much. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Havlicek's shot is off.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Yep, that one goes.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Reed's checked in for Adebayo. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Havlicek. 7 points in the game. Pulls up at the elbow. Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
Pass to Pierce. Here's Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Wilkins. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Here's Billups. Offensive rebound. Here's Smith. Can't connect from short range. Boston trailing. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Pass to Pierce. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Arizon. Here's Billups. Deflected. And he gets it back. Here's Reed. Here's Robertson. Pierce gets the bucket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Arizon. Pass to Havlicek. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Havlicek's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
To the paint. And here's Smith. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the three. Havlicek's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wilkins, good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. "17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Robertson. Fires the three. The shot comes out.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And we've reached the end of the third. Up 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Jones in at the 2. Price, the pass to Adebayo.
Well, if this is a physical contest, Adebayo is going to win out.
Here's Robertson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Wilkins. Here's Gilmore, covered by Smith. That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Bam's height and wingspan just smothering up the offense now.
Oh, made it a tough look for him as the defense really pressed up on him. Havlicek passes to Price. Here's Havlicek. He's guarded by Irving. To the inside.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Here's Robertson. Down low. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all on home court. They'd have to really go cold to not have these next couple games go their way.
Pass to Price. Stolen. Here's Wade, defended by Jones. Irving, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big Bam.
And so it's Boston with it. A 12-point game. Here's Wade. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first one falls. The Celtics making a switch here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Price, the pass to Smith. Outside Jones. Unloads from 13. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game. Garnett passes to Maravich. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Price. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Adebayo. Tries again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Maravich. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Garnett. Clock at 4. Here's Maravich. Knocks down the triple. Maravich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Havlicek from behind the arc. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Irving. Shoots from 14. No good on the shot. Irving's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Here's Havlicek. He's guarded by Irving. Smith. Count it. Smith's got 9 points here in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Boston calls time here.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. .136 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Arizin, the pass to Price. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Price. The 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Here's Garnett. Pounded by Adebayo. Garnett no good. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
Free throw's good. Adebayo. So hits one and misses one at the line. .55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Irving, no good.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Wade. Pass to Gilmore. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Maravich. Adebayo grabs the board. Here's Price. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this.